don't know how to share here. Eh, angisazi nokuthi wakwenza njani. Sanibona, Miss Logan. Hi, Miss Logan. How are you, Miss Logan? Hi, Tumi. Ke itumetse. I'm butchering your name, Shem. Ke itumetse. Mutsu wa gae. 1902. Hi. Can I call you Tumi? Because I'm butchering your name, Shem. Hi, guys. I'm just saying hi. Kunini ngaba live on YouTube, bantu. Need to have a family meeting. The year has begun. We haven't had our family meeting. How is everybody doing? 2026. How is 2026 treating you? I'm just sorting out my stuff here, guys. I was doing my shop thing on TikTok. Hi everybody. Listen, I just want to have like a hangout a bit. I haven't done my lives on YouTube, but I can't say that I've been missing for long, but I just haven't been posting like I used to post on YouTube. I feel like every beginning of the year I will be feeling like I'm a little bit bored on the platform, but this year it's a little bit more than it usually is. I'm really bored on YouTube, Shem. I don't want to lie. It's not exciting right now. It's not exciting me on YouTube. So I need to figure out. I'm not ready to leave YouTube because I have moments where I enjoy it. So I'm still going to be around, but I need to figure out what I'm going to do different because right now I'm just like, Kipola na umkosi. Nami next thing is say, yo, I'm born again. The Lord has come and spoken to me, and the Lord says I must not gossip. The Lord says I must stop gossiping. We are being spoiled tonight, and I'm loving it. Yes. I actually wanted to do a live gossip today, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. That's what I'm saying, you guys. I don't know what's happening. There is there's something that's bothering me on YouTube right now. But guys, please check out Facebook. My pages on Facebook are picking up right now. So I'm posting more. I'm doing videos there. So check out Ntando Kababa Mdletshe, check out Ntando Mdletshe. There's a lot of content there. On TikTok, not as much, but I'm there. On TikTok, I'm just growing that Raising Siposetu page because I just wanna, but that's a different content because it's a special needs mom content situation there. So I'm more focused on that page, and now and then I post gossip. I just don't like doing free work on any of these platforms. So yeah, so I'm a little bit bored. I think this channel will be better with Kutsando Lesembo coming because maybe we'll be excited about that. I just want to see how I feel about it. If I'm still feeling like I'm bored, if I still feel like I'm not excited, then it's really time to think about doing something else with the YouTube account. I see that I'm now forced to have a Facebook account. You need to have a Facebook. Oh, things are happening on Facebook. It's a different platform, but there's an opportunity to make some revenue on Facebook right now. So yeah, and it's a different kind of platform. I think I'm bored because YouTube, it's been the same thing for a long time. So Facebook is like new. I just want to see how it's working out. I'm not even making that much on Facebook right now, but I seem to be, I feel like I'm more excited creating content for Facebook than I am creating content for YouTube. And YouTube, for every video, you're basically making money. So obviously there's something that I'm not feeling right now as far as YouTube is concerned. So, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And also towards the end of last year, I just felt like the energy was different in the comment section. I was just getting like my community. I was getting people that I feel like these are not the kind of people I want in my community. They don't get me. They don't get my content. They don't get my sense of humor, but they are insisting on staying on the channel just to be negative. And I was like, I can't deal with it. I cannot do it. Uti, how do you feel about please finish that sentence. Do me please finish that sentence. Sesethu, hi Sesethu. Your name is, it's almost, it's similar to my baby's surname. Sipho Sethu. I have a Sipho Sethu. Please finish that sentence so that I know what you are saying. So yeah, you guys, I'm just trying to figure out why am I bored with YouTube. And also this year, I decided that I need to put myself on the list. I need to put myself on the list of priorities. So for the first time this year ever, I booked myself a therapy session with a psychologist. And I went and I saw a psychologist, which I've always thought I'm never gonna do, because I never thought that was something I could benefit from. I felt like I solved my problems. I solve my problems a toilet seat. Mina ngihlala a toilet seat and talk to myself, and I talk about my problem, I solve my problem, and I get out of the toilet. That's how I solve my problems. So this year I actually thought I need to, after so many people will say, "Go see," you know, maybe you need to see somebody. I finally went and saw somebody, and here's my thing. So when I saw someone, sorry guys, I realize I have things to, I'm going through some changes everywhere, every part of my life. I'm going through some changes, and maybe that's why even the things that I found to be fun right now, it's hard for me to have fun doing those things, because I need to sort out things. So I decided that I need to prioritize myself. I need to prioritize my well-being. I should not wait until I am depressed to sort out things, to sort out myself. I am Tanda. Hi, I am Tanda. That's a nice name. I love your commentary. I just don't comment on most of your videos. I don't watch most of the shows, but I follow you to hear your reviews about them. Love your content. Please don't stop. Thank you. It's funny because it's I wish that there was a way that on YouTube you can go and say, and where you have profiles of viewers, where you can go and be like, this is my kind of a person, this is my kind of a person, this is my kind of a person. Because I would rather just have 1,000 people on my channel that really enjoy my channel than deal with people that just stay to tell you they don't like your content. Because like you see the thing that you say, which is that you don't watch the you don't watch the shows, but you come on the channel to hear my commentary on it, because I've always reviewed the show in such a way that even if you don't watch the show, but you are still going to enjoy the commentary, you are still going to enjoy the review. So when I review a show, I always have in my mind the viewer that watched the show, but I also have in my mind the viewer that does not watch the show. That is really my goal, is that it should not, if I do a live right after the show, even the viewer that did not watch that show right after the show, they will feel like they watched it. But that very same thing that other people enjoy, it's the very same thing that people would be, they'll be staying on the channel and complaining about it. Why are you telling us what is on the show? We watched it. Why are you repeating what was, like, why are you staying if you don't like that, So I think last day it just got on my nerve. It's like, do I really need to deal with this ish? Do I really? Mm? How much is this YouTube revenue? Okay, for me to have to deal with that. So I just felt like that. But I think that because I enjoy doing reviews so much, I want to figure out why am I not enjoying it as much right now. I don't think that I will stop doing it, but uh, right now I'm just sorting out myself. I don't want to ignore the feeling that I'm feeling about, you know, just not being sure. The Lord can't be telling you to repent from God. Still depend on your customer because we love the sense of humor that comes with it. I don't think I'll quit, you guys. Maybe I can change the format of it, or I might not even change anything. It might not even be about the content. It might not even be about YouTube. That's why I just, because I'm feeling like that with every part of my life. I'm feeling like that about YouTube. I'm feeling like that at work, my 9 to 5. Like, should I be here right now? Do I need to be here right now? So it could just be a phase that I'm going through. And when I figure things out, then I'll be back. I might not even change the content. I might not even change the way that I deliver my content. It is just I'm at a place where I'm just asking questions because I know that this is something I really enjoy doing. So when I started not enjoying it as much, then I need to, figure out what's going on. Mbali Makhaxa. I love the way you laugh. Hey, laugh. Other people are irritated by that laugh. I like to laugh, you guys. That's why I hate doing stories. Yo, zokushona kwabantu. Mm. Sometimes, like when someone has passed, and people will be like, "Why are you not doing this story?" And then I do the story, but I just don't want to be sad all the time. I like to laugh. Like, why do I want to come on YouTube and be sad? So I like to laugh. I feel like laughter is good for us. You can get through a lot through laughter. So I like to laugh. I like to make light of a situation, but sometimes people don't get it. But I know there are people that totally get it. And love that comes with some of us. Only focus on a good. Yes, I need to do that. Before it was like that. That's why I'm saying that 2025, I don't know what happened, but it was just like people were just getting on my last nerve. And it was a thing of now, I've never really been somebody that is like, I'm not gonna do YouTube because I ain't even making that much money. I've done YouTube when I made 1,000 rands a month, and I'll be like, I'll go buy KFC with that money. I'm okay. So now it was a thing of becoming like, is this even worth it? Is this even worth it? So I don't know. It just got on my life. That's why I'm saying that it could be about other things, because I'm feeling like that in different parts of my life. And yeah, you guys, I guess it's a different stage of my life. I have 2 kids that are moving to, basically they might just be moving to the workforce. So I'm thinking that even as a mom, there is a big change, because They just finished school. They're going to be doing their job hunting if they don't decide to study further. So when you have those changes as a mom, and your life was about being a mom, it can be a big change. I won't really be an empty nest, Mina, because I'm always going to have Sipho around. But under normal circumstances, this will be, I will be approaching empty nesting, you know. Even though, guys, we don't know if our kids are going to be able to give us the empty nesting with the economy the way that it is. They might just stay with us forever. And I won't even blame them. I don't want to lie. I don't know if I'm going to be that mom that kicks the kids out once they start working because the economy. Have you seen the videos of the white women crying from Cape Town because they can't find a place to stay? Guys, you know, like you'll be thinking, yo, guys, it can't even be like that's our lives. Hey, we wish we can stay in certain places, we can't. You know, we have to look at the budget. But not only now, it's affecting them. You know, this woman was saying with him, she's required to earn at least 40K a month, I think, take home for her to be able to get this apartment. And then people were so she was crying because she's like, I'm gonna be homeless soon, because the landlord is saying that he wants to turn the thing to the house. What do you call it, Gambe? Maulalisa bantu short-term basis. Yeah. So she's gonna be homeless. And people were in the comment section saying, Hambo funi room elokshini. People are like, go ahead and find a room in the township. And you know, like, I was laughing, but I was thinking, but that is exactly what we would say to a black person. If a black woman was there, let's just say they're crying about not being able to afford rent in Mhlanga, you know, and they're like, oh my God, in order for me to be able to live in Mhlanga, they want me to earn at least 40K, and I don't have that money. People will be like, listen, okay, go to a marsh and look for a room or something, okay? You know, Chesterville, so you're roomini, you know, and pay 1,500 rand, you will be okay. Those are the things that they would say to black women. And I realized that actually people are not being funny. That's exactly how people would comment if it was a black woman crying about it. They'd be like, how room where it's cheaper. But I understood that for them it's new to not be able to afford a place to stay, you know, because you could be earning 30K a month take home, but you still cannot live in a certain complex. You don't have enough. And I love your content. Hi Pume Kumete. I love umkosi wakho. I love you day ufake iduku khulumela usine. Guys, we are still going to have fun. We're still going to have fun. I don't know about doing it was so much fun, yes, last year to do the lives across the platforms, like when I would go live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. But those lives, I don't think the platforms, the system of all of the platforms understand what that is. Sometimes I would get issues where my one account is being accused of stealing from my other account, because after you do the live, the videos get saved there so that people can watch. And obviously there are people that prefer to watch on YouTube. There are people that prefer to watch on Facebook. But somehow the system hasn't figured out, this is the same person that is doing these lives. The Facebook account is hers, and the YouTube account is hers. So I don't think that StreamYard has sorted that out with the platforms. They have sorted it out with YouTube. So they've made it possible for you to go live on multiple platforms, but they haven't made sure that it doesn't get you into trouble. Now you're having to do appeals defending your own content to say, no, it is me. It is me on YouTube. It is me. I'm not stealing. How can I be stealing from myself? And that thing is just like nonsense. That's one thing I had to deal with. Even now on one of my accounts on Facebook, I'm trying to deal with removing one restriction I got last year in June because of a live. I don't know how back and forth I've had to say this is my video, and I don't have a problem with it being there. I've deleted those videos, but still the restriction is there. That's one. And then we have multi-choice. You guys have no idea how greedy DSTV is. DSTV is greedy. You know, like how I'll be doing a live and I will take pictures and put behind me. They will have an issue with that. How can you take down a whole hour of me speaking, reviewing your show that is making people watch more of it? There are people that watch the show because they saw me review it, but you are going to strike my channel. Being DSTV, being multi-choice will strike your account because of a picture. So, and especially on Uthandonism, I don't know what's happened, but more especially issues come up with Uthando and his team. So it's such nonsense that you have to deal with. So I don't know how I will handle it this time. But it was so nice to be able to do multiple platforms. I don't want to lie. It was nice because we would get different people in the comment section and we would have so much fun. But yeah, it was irritating. Say hi to Sipo. Sipo, they're saying hi. What time is it now? I think. Yeah, I think you're also at the stage where peace is priority. Yes, I'm trying. And it's very hard to do that with social media. To keep my peace on Facebook, sometimes I post and don't read the comments except for comments of like my regulars to keep my peace. It's hard to keep your peace. Even on TikTok, I even closed the comments. I was like, even if my account doesn't grow, I don't care now, because I just couldn't deal with the comments. And guys, am I the only one that feels like South African men are so angry? I don't want to say for no reason, but it's for no reason, because the insults that you get from men on social media, like, what happened to South African? Who hurt South African men? Because, wow, they are very, very angry on social media. So yes, I would like to have peace, I think, but I think that me wanting to still continue working on social media is very difficult to do that. It's very hard to do that, but yeah, I'll figure things out. I think every beginning of the year you always have that thing of kind of questioning things and wanting to, reorganize your life a little bit. And yeah, and as you grow older, you realize there are things that you've been through that you cannot just ignore. You need to deal with those things. So yeah, but yeah, I will definitely I think my comeback with the lives is going to be through Thando's team. That one I will just have to do it, okay, because it's so much fun, and I think it's going to bring back our community here on this channel. We'll be coming back to have some fun, and we'll be, shouting at each other. Hey, Mayeni versus Makumalo. Macele versus Mayeni. And then Mangabe will be over there looking at them like, I'm leaving. Mangabe will be saying, I'm leaving, We already know. But I'm looking forward to you guys, because I don't know, like with Uthando Nesthembu, I think Impilo kaMakhwela to me it looks very weird. I don't know. It's not what I expected it was going to be, but that is from me as a viewer of the show. So I'm looking forward to, like, us getting, a glimpse of how possibly her life has changed since she came to the Mseleko family. I'm looking forward to that in season 9. As season 9 is coming, I want to know what's happening with Makhumalo and Mseleko. Have you seen how Makhumalo is shading Mseleko on Facebook? Those who are not on Facebook, there is a post that you remember the Makhumalo episode on Uncut, ne? Umseleko cried. Yeah, Mseleko cried at some point. No, it's not Makhumalo's Uncut. It's the one where he was talking to Pumelela about the legacy one. He cried, ne? Makhumalo posted that like it's a joke on her Facebook, and I was like, hey, bo, what happened to Makuma? That is something that maybe Mayeni would do. I was so shocked. I was like, not Makuma, so I'm also looking forward to like seeing what's happening with that. And also, you guys, just seeing how I hope the therapy thing is not just for the show, that she really, like, you remember when Mayeni went for therapy, ne? Initially, it looked like she was just doing it for the show, as a storyline on the show, that she was being bullied at work and so she needed to go to therapy. But that therapy helped her, because after the therapy, did we not get the explosive Mayeni, she was just over everything. So I hope even for Makhumalo, as much as it might be for the show, but that, it does help her with some things, because she just looks like she's at a crossroad. Like, what do I do here? I'm still waiting for you to review about what Nala, how about the love forcing herself in Nala's bed, and how she feels about her being one of the queen. Which one? The first wife said about love life forcing. How? Guys, you know how I don't understand why people are not watching that show? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why people are not watching Unala. The scandals, like the every episode has some sort of a scandal that you like, but then nobody's talking about it. No Twitter, no Facebook, nobody's talking about Nala's show. Now remember when I started talking about the show, and I did say, this story ska love. It's in Kumbu's story. It reminds me of Makhumalo's story, of how Makhumalo came into the Mseleko family. You know how they never want to say what Makhumalo was underage. But with love, the difference is that they did say that she was the one that approached Umfundisi, but she was only 16 or 14 or something. And then and then they were trying to say that Unala waited for love. But then love is the one that forced herself. A 16-year-old ifika kanjani kwibedroom kamfundisi to even be able to force herself embhedeni kamfundisi, guys? That thing doesn't make sense. Like, no 16-year-old should be hanging around umfundisi onamakhosikazi awu-9 esontweni. Ufika kanjani emzini kamfundisi love ena-16? Ufika kanjani embhedeni kamfundisi? Like, I don't understand, guys. Then also, did you hear Unala Eti, one of the wives, said, or he went to, by the way, you guys, Nala's polygamy, ne? Each of the wives is supposed to have a house, but some of them don't have houses. They stay with other wives, and they're not happy about that. But the arrangement is supposed to be each wife has their own house, ne? And then Unala Nai has his own house. Then they visit him. You see Mseleko going around? No. Unala yena, they come to him. And he apparently he said he did not want the rotation. So I don't know how he decides which wife comes. You remember when the show began, he said that he hadn't been to his wife's house in 8 years. How does that happen? These women, but this was God. Why do you make a man think that it's okay to not go to his own house for 8 years? How? You know, and you still regard yourself as a wife. So this one wife, she has a house too. She says that she was complaining, not really complaining, but Unala was saying it, you don't look happy, and I'm trying to find out what's happening. And guys, if you're in Durban, I'm selling shoes. Contact me privately, DM me. If you're in Durban, it's actually easier. Actually, even if you're not in Durban, but check out my TikTok, Raising Siposet on TikTok. So the wife was saying that, so Unala was saying, you don't look happy, so I'm here to find out what's happening, you know. Even that house, he was saying the same thing, that he hasn't been in that house in a long time. So the wife was like, no, even though I'm not happy, but it's never, the environment where you can speak up and say what you are not happy about is never created in this family. So I just make a decision to not even complain. And then Unala was like, no, but tell me what is making you unhappy. And then she said, Nala has not paid the bond in over a year. So now they live in fear, Gucci. Even sometimes in the morning they are scared to go and open the gates because these people are always here and now ready to kick them out of the house. Now I'm thinking that Unala is going to say, oh no, it's an oversight on my part. Didn't the office pay? Because I'm thinking, I guess they always say everything is done in the office. Even his sons were saying that if you ask for something from dad, he will send you to the church people at the office, and then they will be the ones that give you whatever you need, whether it's school, whatever you need, you go to the office. Instead of your father giving you what you need, you go to the office. So I'm thinking that he's going to say, it's an oversight. No, man, definitely by tomorrow I'm paying, you know. He says, you know how our family works, ne? We have to rob Tom to pay Jerry. And kuyashintshwana, meaning that you have to take turns. I'm like, what do you mean I have to take wait my turn for my bond to be paid? Basically, he's saying, yeah, this year bond I guess I'm paying other bonds, so you have to wait, you know, because it's not your turn. So you must live like, you know, Uma Steiner is about to kick you out of your own house because your husband is not paying the bond. Now, remember, most of the wives are working at their radio station. I'm even wondering if they get paid or imali to their account, to the family account, because I'm thinking the wife could just pay the bond herself. They worked at the radio. Guys, I don't know how some women allow certain situations in their lives, but that thing shocked me. Was that man sat there and said, yeah, you know, in this house we have to, we can't do everything at the same time. So even now, I mean, your turn will come for me to pay your bond. And I was like, I wonder, hi guys, no. The love story in Jen, for me, it's a weird one. There's a very thin line, Gina, of that situation being pedophile, because I don't understand how that child would end up in bed with that man, and then they are trying to make us think that she is the one that forced herself in. And ask guys, I want to know how is the Forever Living business going? Oh yes, I saw that she's doing it. No, yes, I want. But you guys, listen. If you are a celebrity like that, it's easy because people are just going to join for the fact that you are a celebrity. I think if you're a celebrity, uyaziphuthisa ngemali. But mina being untando ngilokhuza forever. Ngizoshikilisha, and people are leaving the company a lot. I've been seeing videos on TikTok, because I also did consider joining, but I wanted to see people that I know that have joined, how it's going, because I've always felt like this whole thing you must do really well when you are a known person, like a celebrity, and people are just going to be joining. And I feel like even though I can't prove it, I feel like most of the money you make from the people that join under you more than you make from the products. But I don't think that people that are doing forever are willing to tell us that truth. I wish that, because people that I know that have done forever are saying they are not seeing the money the way that people say that there is money. They are not seeing it, and they are saying also the products are harder to sell. But I feel like with someone like Magdala, she might actually be making some money because she's a celebrity already. I wonder if she will talk about it. Ish, really, I'm loving the grown McKay. I believe that she will be the one to really leave Umseleko. I'm still not convinced that any of those wives will leave Umseleko, but I think that definitely, I think because Khumalo is younger, she might privately she might privately consider. You never know. Hey, we will find out. I would be shocked if Khumalo left Umseleko. I really would be. In fact, I would be shocked if any of those women leave Umseleko. I think they talk leaving Umseleko, but I don't think that they intend on doing it. But Macala seems to be doing a lot of business that we never see progress in. I think she's one of those people that starts something, gets bored, leave it, and then another opportunity comes. She tries that thing, and then she hasn't been doing the same thing since we met Macel. For an example, we know we are seven. There's the baking business, and then there's the dresses. Okay, I don't know about those dresses, but but we know that Khumalo, obviously TV producer, the mine, she has actually if you see Instagram, like I said, it felt like she is becoming an Instagram baby, Khumalo, but now uthathe a step back from that. But if you watch her Facebook, you see that she's doing she's still working at the mine thing, and of course the emceeing, the doing of the events and all of that, she's still doing it, Khumalo. And then Mangwabe, it's the nursing, and it's also the place. You remember that place that they have, guys? That one they opened with her brother. Yes, they have that place. So Mangwabe also. So all of them, we know something. Yabo ebambeka that they do. Umacele ngathi uyabamba aboreke ashiye, you know. Umacele, guys, why negotiated umshado wakhe? She negotiated a deal that worked for her, which I'm never going to need to work. Ukuthi uyithatha imali to take care of me. If you have to take it from the other wives to take care of me, you will do that. Mina, I'll be here being a queen. Queen, being a princess. She negotiated her marriage, and she's been living like that. Yeah, but she does a lot of business. Remember when she did the or what funeral something? She was even wearing a uniform going to work. That one that one season, there was a season she was doing that. There was a season where she was catering or a food truck. Got something that had to do with food. Michael is always starting businesses. Michael is like Felix's wife. There's always a business that she's opening. Felix Lop. Yes, it's just always, when you don't have to, you just open a business and like, and then you just leave it. Hayi umacala uphila kamnandi shem. Uphila kamnandi. Abanye abazovuma isithembu, guys, if nina any young and you are still going to get married, and you're negotiating with your husband, follow my just tell him, go to listen, you can take the wives, but I'm never going to have to work, and I must not need, I must not struggle. I must not need or want, I must have everything. So make sure you take the wives that are willing to work so that I can live nicely. Aisha, she's been living nicely without working. Nobuhle Masombo. She's a great negotiator. She is. Yabona Macala will say to the other wives, guys, imshado yethu ayifani. She will say that. She will say, imshado yethu ayifani, guys. Now nowakho umshado nami nowami umshado. Mina with my husband, we negotiated our own thing. We have our own agreements. That's why she was so disappointed when the 20 years thing was it did not. Umsele was supposed to give her the was it the white wedding or something on when they on their 20th anniversary, and she was very disappointed because for the most part Umseleko has been able to is Tembis. Umseleko did say he promised to Macele will never have to work. Remember when they used to work? Yini lodge yabo yini ngikhohla amagama ezinto, guys. Ilodge yabo, they used to work with Makumalo. Makumalo said one day Macele didn't show up at work. Macele didn't show up at work, and then the following day, and then she realized, she didn't even resign. She didn't even tell her co-worker, colleague, this is my last day today. Bamenzeli farewell. Macele didn't show up. I didn't show up, and that was it. Okay. Macele is living her best life. She is living her best life. And do mama zala Kamakwela. Really loves. But the issue of tending and among, I think all of the wives, we've seen Umakumalo with the kids. Even as Umakumalo loves Ingane Gamayeni. I think that's one thing I've seen. If they are pretending, you guys, they are really good pretenders when it comes to that. When it comes to the life they show the kids. If they are pretending, they are good pretenders, because it always feels like they love all of the kids. The child that they've had an issue with is Usne, but but they've always loved the kids. So Macele is being a grandmother. But this season, I just want to see. And guys, it's weird what's happening now, because Kushukutu Macele has wanted a relationship with the other wives. They attend events together and all of that, because it has always seemed to me like Macele would love to just live her life without the others. They meet when they are supposed to only. But with Umakwela, they are going everywhere, at the mall, at the functions that they are attending together. I'm like, how? And I felt like Uma Kumalo, that is something that I felt like, I don't know if it's true, but it felt to me like Uma Kumalo wanted them to be like that. Like they would go to functions together, they would do things together. And that was never successful. Uma Kumalo was never successful in getting that. How Umakwela comes, if Umacele is doing it, ukulaya lawa amanye amakhosikazi, but it confuses me. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I hope she encourages her CoComelon to work hard like the others, because doing nothing is only for her position. Yes, she needs to work so that they can all provide for Macele. But Macele said, because I'm not her friend. She said last season, she must remember I'm not her friend. There was somebody that wrote in one of my comment section, somebody was saying that Umakwela is exactly right now, she's exactly like Macele. She doesn't work. ubheka indoda and all of that. But the difference is that uMacele already has a house, cars, and all of that, so she can afford to not do anything. Then somebody answered and said, but she already has a house and a car. You guys are going to see it next season. I'm like, hey guys, I don't know. Mina, I would like to hear how Umakwela justifies her decision to marry that man. But so find out in the next I don't know season. We will find out what happens. Does she get the house? Which house did she get? Because other people are saying that she got Macele's old house, like the sea point, is it sea point or sea view house, because Macele has a new house. I don't know if that's true, but that's what people said. Waze walithwala idombolo usamke emncane kanje fana kahlakaniphi, because guys, remember, out of everybody, remember Makhumalo is the one that came to the family the youngest, but she has worked her way to where she is and used every opportunity she got to get to where she is. If Makwela doesn't, and Plan Makwela has to work quick because Mseleko is older and sickly. Okay, if like earlier seasons, that's where you see Mseleko is not Mseleko that we used to see. Yabo, so she needs to use some opportunities and use them very, very quick. If she's going to get herself a job, she needs to get herself a job now. If she's going to start a business, she needs to do it now because her man is getting old. It's not like Umakumala, she had time, you know. And the other, she has the disadvantage because the other wives don't really seem to like her. So maybe because there was a time where wives were able to even work together and make the bag together. Maybe that's why they are able to get the houses they got, because they made so much money from season 1 to season 8. You know, she came in season 8. I don't even know if she got the same money as the other wives in season 8, now in season 9, you know. So she needs to add avalela avulela if ehlaniphile maybe but leli dombolo mizi, she chose this dombolo yabona idombolo lichuzile awuthwaliswanga. There's no one who put the dombolo in her head. She chose the dombolo. She could have twirled other things, but she chose this dombolo, you know, elivuzayo elishisayo elivuzayo walithwala. So we're not feeling sorry because she chose it. So now we are just watching the show and getting entertained. Some girl looks like she regrets it already based on her attitude. It's better she better pray that Mseleko should live till he is 100, because she will regret it. Guys, listen, if you've turned 50, you are lucky to get 30 more years, because that means if you get 30, then you will be 80, you know, in 30 years. So honestly, yeah. She doesn't have a lot of time, okay? And when I also felt like at some point that she's regretting it, but then she felt pregnant. She's pregnant right now. Oh, I haven't done a video here, but I posted about it on Facebook. She's pregnant. She was seen on Abongwe's vlog. She's pregnant. So it's like, maybe she doesn't because she's pregnant. Because if you regret it, you'll be like, I'm not going to have another baby. But she is pregnant with another one. Ufuna 20 kids, okay? Before he dies. And she better rush, because he might just, I wouldn't be comfortable in that friendship if I were some gay. She should ask Make. Macele goes to bed, loving you, dream about you, and wakes up hating you. Yes, I think at the back of her mind, she must learn from what happened to Makhumalo. It might not happen to her because maybe the situation between Macele and Makhumalo was personal. Macele really just had issues with Makhumalo. But she would be a fool to not look at that relationship and be like, hey, this one we are jigelana. Because guys, there was a time where we really thought Macele and Makhumalo were getting close. but it was all fake because at some point it just cut. Yavele yaphela kanjalo. Umakhwela ufika iphathi siphelile, ufika iphathi iphelile umakhwela. Umakhwela ufika the following day, iphathi kade izolo, umakhwela wafika ngakusasa. Wafika abantu belele, abantu bekhathele, bebhorekile, bephethe ibhabhalazi, notshwala bathi bayavula i-cold room, there is nothing, notshwala bobusele buntshontshiwe. Umakhwela ufike the following day, iphathi beyingayizolo. Iphathi idlulile, guys. Iphathi idlulile. Now I feel like that, guys. You remember when you used to get a car, you get a car. Everybody gets a new car. You remember when Umsele used to move to house, and Makumalo's kitchen was getting fixed, and then go to Mayanis house. I'm fixing the garage here, and then go to Mangwabe's house. Mangwabe's house, this and that, and then go to. Remember, iphathi seyiphelile shame. I seyidlulile iphathi, you know. At least she was angazi but she was working. Remember, she was working before she got on the show. Macela is umama wesikhiye sotshwala. Yay! And lapho abantu sebefikile nithi ngicela isikhiye athi hayi anime imani uphela umcimbi utshwala bungaphuzwanga umama engafuni nesikhiye se-cold room. Macele ke lo khiphela nobani hayi labo basobe bathola. But it's gonna be fun to watch season. I hope you guys they were able to give us some good content though, and also we're not gonna see the same old storylines saying Mangwabe is leaving. We want something new. For a second I thought Mangwabe was not gonna be part of the show because she's not on a trailer, but she's on a picture. She's on a season picture, even though she's not on a trailer. Okay, what she saw on TV was the reason why she decided. Exactly, but the thing is, I'm sure that what you see on TV is different from the reality. Because it took on somebody that I posted on Facebook and I was like, Makwela. You know, like when you look at her in a diary session on the show, in that blue dress and that wave and the makeup, she looks really beautiful. But then when you look at pictures that she's taking, like just going about her day, like her normal day, you are like, hey, lo Makwela simbona kusho ngathi akuyena lo, you know. And when the other wives, even if they are not on the show, you can be like, you are like, yani, hayi nangu makhumalo, yabo, hayi nangu mayeni, yabo. Mangabe kubuye nje athi kancane ceke kodwa ukuthi muhle kuMangwabe noma ngaqokani muhle, you know. So I don't know, you guys. Hey, ufika indoda ingasenawo amandla. Girl is on a mission. Is on a mission to secure the bag. Hey, but sometimes you need to check that bag, you guys. You know, when you secure the bag, just check the bag. Just look inside the bag. You know, you know, because sometimes you'll be securing a bag with some, you know, coins. No 5 cent, 5 cent abasathathu and I say it all. So look lapho kwi-bag with before you secure the bag. But if what they say she's got the house and the car and the whatever is true, then we will see in season 9. I doubt it because I think that she would have posted something. She's always at Macele's house, going everywhere with Macele. It doesn't feel like she has her own yet, but it show it was confirmed. Makwela ngathi kade afika and she looks over it. And sometimes she looks over it. And you guys, like the way she was crying with the uncut, I was like, yo, what's going on? Phela guys, nikhumbula ukuthi the wives they are crying now. In season 8, they were crying. They are crying now, season 7, season 8, season 9. But we've been seeing happy wives from season 1. So they've showed us impilo yabo bejabula, you know. If you look at old episodes, you will see even uMangcwabe laughing, having fun with uMseleku, going on dates with uMseleku. So they've lived. So yeah, it's like nje ufike sekukhalwa, and then wakhala. She came during the crying period, and she's crying now. I'm like, isn't it so she's supposed to be in love, you know. I think maybe she thought because she's younger and she was going to me getting everything she wants. It doesn't look that way. She worried me with the uncuts. It looked like she was trying to hide the fact that she's not happy. Umgilile umfana and umayeni wonke ukuthi hayi lo mfana lo nobuhle ushilo umayeni wathi lo mfana lo uzokhala. I'm not saying it's wrong, but her baby was being posted in Ackerman's clothes. That says a lot when you are trying to secure the bag. Let me say this, okay? My kids were at Ackerman's, at Mr. Price, and whatever, at Pep, everywhere, okay? My kids grew up in those stores. I did not expect some kid's child to be wearing Ackerman's, Pep, Mr. Price. Guys, no. Mina, I thought that baby was going to be, the other time I said, you know, the Fane gets babies, when we see those babies, abenzelo ama-birthday party ngo-1 month, 2 months, balloons, ingane, photo shoots. Ingane is just ingane, you know. Even nathi sinabantwana ngathi ingane yo aunt othile, ngathi ingane ka-aunt, ngathi you know, it's a cute baby, but sisigqokisa ingane kamnandi, you know, umusha. Mina mangaba nengane manje, at least nga-understand ukuthi untando i-generation endala ayikwazi ukugqokisa umntwana. Usamke mncane ethi gqokisa ingane kamnandi, uyifake kunalama 2 piece amahle manje bawafake iy'ngane bazifake nelona. Hayi nami no, you are not wrong. Nami I look at that. I thought we were going to be seeing fancy prams. I thought we were going to be seeing there's a video where she's in the and uhleli nomntana kanje. I'm like, ikhasithi Mseleku, ikhasithi umntwana, ikhasithi. So nami, guys, I don't want to lie, guys, lapho ke nje, let's be real, vele I think a lot of us expected that baby to be, but nje umntwana lowana uyigqokiselwe phepha akamanzi, abuye amfake ngathi u-aunt. Uyabona lento abasihlekayo laba abasha ama-2000 asihleka ukuthi thina masifaka iy'ngubo ezi-strapless sifake iy'kibha ngaphansi, ugqokisa kanjalo ingane, amfake iy'kibha ngaphansi bese mfake ingane, amfake ingubo ingane under 5 igqoka kanjalo. Hayi guys, I don't want to lie, nami I expected ukuthi you know, siyawazi ama-shop alezi ngane lezi, yes, you know, lezi esidlula kuzona thina masithengela ingane, mina ngidlula ngithi Mr. Price. But even khona futhi ko-Mr. Price, you feel like but gqokisa ingane izinto ezi-colorful, ingubo emnyama ingubo emnyama nesikibha esimhlophe ingane. Hayi ngathi emngcwabeni, hayi naye ngathi uvele hayi wamukela nje. I'm sure she took a taxi to that photo shoot, possible. But ke bathu nemoto abantu, bathu nemoto, but we haven't seen it. Anyways, you guys, also remember on e-trailer, Mseleku is saying that they need to wait. So I don't know if he's saying they need to wait before they do the wedding or they're moving in together, but there's something that they are fighting about as far as waiting is concerned, because some kid doesn't want to wait. So I wonder what that is. Anyways, you guys, listen, it's been nice hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it, as we look forward to Uthando Nesembo coming. Please, in fact, let me see what, let's go and watch Nala. Those who have DSTV, Nala's show is coming on at 8. go and watch it. Go watch the ridiculousness. Guys, guys, we don't even have 9 days in a week. How do you have 9 wives and then they are girlfriends? Yo, hayi shame, but basakhulelwa basazala kunjalo. Hayi la show kodwa ke it's not bad shame, iyabukeka yona, ngifuna uqamba amanga compared to the other shows nje ama-reality shows aku-Moja Love, iyabukeka leya show. So watch you guys so that we can talk about it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it so much. I haven't been live in a long time. His wives are beautiful. Nala, yes, ayine-choice ke lapho shem, bahle nje, bahle kakhulu. I don't like how the wives are treating Love. I mean, iyangidida ngoba manje when the show began, I felt like ngathi bamphethe njengeqanda when she was pregnant, and then immediately when she has a baby, things change. Now Love is a bad person. Now Love is the one that forced herself to umfundisi. Now Love is not good enough to be the wife. How? After she has the baby, now you are saying she's not good enough to be a wife. Yeah, but anyway, you guys, maybe we'll talk. I'll do a video and we'll talk about it there, or maybe a live if I feel like I can. Hi Naledi, you are so late, we are going out, but thank you so much for joining. We love you, and Sifo, thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. So yes, we will meet next time. Let's go and watch Nala. Let's go and watch Umdeni Nala. Moja Love, 8 o'clock.